Joining me live in the studio now is Valeria Gianotta. She's a Mid-East European Affairs Analyst and Director at Chespi's Observatory on Turkey. Welcome. Thanks for being with us. So we were just talking off air about, you were saying that this is actually a bit of a longer trip for the Pope. Give us a rating out of 10 for how it's gone so far in your mind.
I think more than 10. I mean, what we have seen, just as he landed into Ankara, that he was welcomed by the highest honor, highest regards, and highest protocol, also at the presidential complex by President Erdogan. And also the feelings that he transmitted was quite positive, a family-based and sympathetic feelings. I have a picture in my mind when he greets the soldiers out of the presidential palace in Ankara by saying Merhaba Asker, and then he turned his face to President Erdogan with a sense of pride and the sympathy. So the environment actually in welcoming was very positive. There was also a sort of mutual feeling and a reciprocal understanding with President Erdogan, and where they discuss, mutual political issues and the need to cope with the current crisis at global level and at regional level. After Ankara, he came to Istanbul when he engaged with the Christian and Catholic community, but not just that. Because we saw yesterday, overall in Istanbul, he welcomed also the refugees family by acknowledging the role of Turkey as a hosting country. We shouldn't neglect that in Turkey there are more than 5 million refugees. And then he proceeded to visit to Iznik with a more religious connotation element. And today, as we saw, he started his day by entering the Blue Mosque. Also, he was welcomed by the Turkish Minister of Tourism, Mr. Ersoy. And the fact that he took out the shoes in sense of respect to the Muslim world is of great significance as well.
Coming as it does this visit, as there are two ongoing wars in Ukraine and well, there's a ceasefire in Gaza, but that remains to be seen how that will progress. How significant is the timing of this visit for the Pope? Coming to Turkey, which is playing a role in both of those conflicts in terms of mediating. How significant is the timing, and what does a Pope actually, how can a Pope actually influence matters of diplomacy and urging peace and dialogue?
The timing is of crucial importance. I would like just to say that the visit was already scheduled by Pope Francis, then he passed away. And when Pope Leo XIV took over, actually the first thing, he rescheduled the visit to Turkey, and not just for going and celebrating the 1700 from the first Concilium of Nicaea, but also he extended the stay. What does it mean? It means that it acknowledges the role of Turkey as a key actor in terms of mediation, in terms of dialogue, in terms of diplomatic efforts as well. Indeed, he's chosen a logo for his trip, which is a bridge. And actually, in this bridge, he recalls directly Turkey. The bridge in Istanbul, the bridge in the Dardanelles, but beside the infrastructure, there is the bridge between East and the West, the bridge between the past and the future, and also the bridge domestically, between different culture, faiths, and religion. So basically, they address many topics with the President Erdogan. They spoke on the fact that humanity is under threat by conventional challenges, but also unconventional challenges. They reiterated the challenge posed by artificial intelligence beside the turmoils that they are populating the region. And they also recalled the need of get united for the sake of peace and for the sake of dialogue.
Valeria Gianotta, thank you so much for your time with us here on TRT World.
Thank you.